Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up.
I didn't come to fucking dance, okay? I came to party.
Happy Friday evening, everyone. Welcome in and welcome back. And yoo-hoo, I'm up here. I'm like bouncing around on the screen on y'all. What's up? Hey, Bridget Servey. Hey, Hexy. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, Cindy. Hey, White Lotus. Hey, Mr. Paul. What's happening? Jay sent an email. Okay. You're going to solve the case tonight? I came here to solve the case, but I think first we need to go to the liquor store.
No, I'm just kidding.
Go, Zach, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to the Nazis?
Oh, I saw that Bridget Servey, the Pima County deputy that was arrested on kidnapping charges, and that was for like holding her in the cop car. Hello, Clap Show. Hello, Molly Colleen, Evelyn Pickwick. Kim the Ladybug. No dancing allowed, only to party. Hi, Linda Kramer. Lori C. Good to see y'all. Yeah, and he was actually arrested and like, it was on like the arraignment thing today. And he kind of sort of looks like the perp. I'm not going to lie. He could pass for the perp. I mean, who couldn't? Teresa T, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Thank you for being a member of the Truth Seekers. I appreciate you a lot. I saw him talking to the bird. Brandywine OG, hey girl. Jen Fisher. I saw some of you. I saw Jammers. I saw Jen Fisher. I saw DeBlanco over in the Nancy Grace Live today. Yes, I sure did. I sure did. I saw all y'all. Maureen Francis coming in hot with a month. Love this channel. Thank you. Let my chat catch up so I can pin you. There we go. Thank you, Maureen. So tonight we have Dateline. We have Dateline. We're gonna have Dateline going. Devin, thank you for subscribing. Dateline going over on Kick. So before we get into this, taking some call-ins, I want to make sure everybody understands. So I think I made 17 months. Can't wait to see your special. Well, it is out, girlfriend. It is on YouTube. Why can't I gift a membership? That I'm not sure. Hey, Rollins, I have a new command, I think, for Dateline. Hey, Tiffany B. Hey, Ryan. I know I'm excited for the Dateline too. I hope it's just not regurgitating the Savannah interview, though. I'm going to be awfully pissed if it's just a regurgitation of the Today Show, like NBC, like just taking another dip. Sadly, I'm afraid that's what it's going to be. Maybe with like the Friends kind of mixed in there, you know. Thank you, Nick Stan. I just kind of feel like they're going to regurgitate it. But there it is. Let me go ahead and pin that. You watched it. Thank you. Watch the Dateline stream here. It is also in the description of this video. But I have pinned it to the chat. Flopo, good to see you, honey. Let's see. It will be fluffy, says White Lotus. Hello, Cole Klingon. Good to see you. So let me know if you have any questions. You can go on a PC and go to www.kick.com/JisForJustice. And you can also download the app on your phone, just like YouTube. Trying to think what else. If you want to chat, you do have to like make a an account. If you don't care about chatting, you just straight up want to watch the show, you don't have to even make an account. But Kick, there's no ads. You don't have to pay. It's nothing crazy. Hey, Crazy K. Speaking of crazies. Hey, Margarita. Oh, speaking of margaritas. We need some tequila in the house.
Just a shot of tequila and a nice blunt.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. She's better at the tissue the tissue dabbing. Like, come on. You know, I guess I would have more, I don't want to say respect, because I don't disrespect her. But come on, girl, be real. Cry it out. That's your mom. You know, that's your mom. I don't give a shit how ugly I look. My mom is missing and taken. I am going to be crying, and I'm going to be wiping, and there's not going to be any dabbing. But I guess more power to her, because her makeup did not move. We could chat on Discord. A lot of streamers run a Discord chat while on Kick. I don't know how to do that. Yay, Ryan Thomas for the win. Karen, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Truth Seekers. I haven't seen Megan review Hoda yet. Jay, great job on the show, Deadly Desire. Well done. Thank you, Canes. Oh, I'm an ugly. I mean, if I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it, Gladys Kravitz. And if you think that my eyes are puffy now, because I got big eyes, right? My eyes are big. And when I cry, they get even bigger and they get swollen, like immediately. It's like, bzz, I swell up. One Mon Army, Travis Avery Reynolds, fired from Pima. Kidnapping SA. Yep. The resemblance is crazy. Well, should we take a look at him real quick before we take the call-ins? Because that is new info. Hoda is a weirdo. Why was she? Thank you, Karen. I enjoy you being here. She's like, What the fuck? Hoda. Hoda. Here he is, right here.
Great.
This is Travis Reynolds. A former Pima County sheriff faces arraignment on kidnapping. There's no connection to the Nancy Guthrie case aside from ongoing concerns about corruption and incompetence. Hello, Miss Wild, in the department. But you want to see a closer look at this creep? This guy. Oh no. Fatal crash on I-75. Mile marker 154 in Charlotte County. If you know anybody down there, an hour ago, there was a freaking crash. But anyways, take a look at him. Dude. This guy could very well be the perp. I mean, not that his crime is related. You know what I mean? Because it's not really related, if you think about it. I think the girl in his cop car was 22. So he's one of those ickies. So he had a girl he was transporting to the jail that was 22. And he allegedly, basically asked her for sex. And he also started playing, porn for her while she was in the back of the car. And she was like, he was like, if you do this, you don't have to go to jail. And she was like, take me into the fucking jail, right? She was like, no, I'm good. Take me in. So he gets her eventually out of the car. And when he gets her out of the car, he says, show me your breasts. So she pulls her shirt up and shows her bra. And that was it. And he took her in. There's a what? Yeah. You can't get over Luke, Trisha. I know, Tiger Woods. He was on the pills. But yeah, I mean, he really could. I mean, you can't see, the particulars, but he's got the little thingy here. He's got this here. He's got weird freaking eyebrows that are I don't know, man. Where's the one without where's the one without the glasses? Someone on X have it, or usually if I scroll X, I come across stuff, but do you guys know in particular who has it? That ain't him. Where does he look like? I want to see with him with no glasses for sure. I hope they test his DNA. Yeah, me too. Oh, we've got a birthday in the house. Our girl, Northern Beans, is 29 again today. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday. How fun on a Friday night. Celebrating another year of you, my friend, Northern Light.
Go, shorty. It's your birthday.
The happiest of birthdays to you, my friend. I hope you had a great day and have a great night tonight. So excited. I love birthdays. Especially when they're not mine. I don't like being on the spot, but I do like putting others on the spot. I love celebrating birthdays. And if it's ever your birthday, let me know and we will celebrate yours too. I wanted to show you a couple things that were weird because I can't find the picture without the glasses, but do you want to see something strange? There's been, let me go to my profile. There has been some weird, and leave it to me. I mean, I may as well permanently implant it at this point. What's up, Native? They said the porch perp might have had a tattoo. They said he does have sleeves, yes. So, here he is, right here. I reposted that one earlier. But we've also got some busts here. We've got kind of could have sworn I shared that today. Yeah, here he is again. Give me one sec. Okay, so right here. Tucson, this is new too. This is in the last day. Tucson teacher arrested for 10 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. A teacher. Right? 48-year-old Timothy James Sonier. He was a coach too as well, high school coach. Has been arrested following a recent investigation. And this started in December of 2025. And he was arrested in March 26th of 2026. Okay, and then we have, here he is. Here's the sicko. He's been arrested. Tucson middle school teacher and high school coach. 10 counts of child sexual exploitation of a minor after they found CSAM material on his devices. Hashtag ICAC hard at work. Right? Our friends at ICAC, Internet Crimes Against Children. Mary Dean, do you know who has the picture without glasses? It says he taught at it does not. Just says TUSD Middle Schools. Tucson United School District or something. Right. What is with men and children? Like, why does this sick motherfucker find children to be attractive sexually? Gross. I mean, and for all intents and purposes, this guy could be the perp. Put some facial hair on him. Boom. Creepy. Done. What is going on in Tucson? Then we have, oh, look, there's our friend James. Look with his mascot. James with his mascot forever and ever and ever. Where are you, James?
I didn't come to fucking dance, okay? I came to party.
But I thought there was one other bust that I was going to tell you about. Look at this shit. You guys see this crap? I can't. Oh, yeah, here's this one. A man was in custody after firing multiple rounds from a home, barricading himself. But there was another big one. Oh, right here. This. This was the 25th, actually, 2 days ago. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays and Joe Ducey. So I don't know if Chris Mays or Joe Ducey were either of the lawyers that were walking around. Higgins. That were walking around. Oh, the one without glasses is AI. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have Rollins. You're right. But look at this. Chris Mays and Joe Ducey with the Better Business Bureau are warning Arizonians about a growing scam targeting seniors through what? Through Bitcoin.
For fuck's sake.
And cryptocurrency ATMs. Weird, right? There was like ransom for Bitcoin and all this shit. So, anyways, I say we effing solve this case tonight. Let's open up the phone lines and take a few of your calls before we go over to Kick and watch Dateline in real time. And we're able to chat over there as well while we do it. Let me get the call-in number up here. There we go. 727-755-6001. The line's open. If you want to call and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about any of this stuff. The Today Show interview. NBC getting their digs in. Let me know what you think about all of it. All of it. 727-755-6001. I am just kicked back here. If you guys have not set up the kick or whatever, take a moment, go set it up. Tupulo Honey, thank you for subscribing. Yes, your call will be answered in the order in which it was received. Please call 1-727-755-6001. Yeah, but you know what I thought of when I heard about the scams, the teachers, I thought of ICAC, I thought of the social media, Mr. Choney's what did they say? He knows all the gossip, Mr. Chone, not Mr. Choney. He knows everything. He's the biggest gossiper teacher ever, part-time. Eagles, Stars, and Stripes, thank you for the $1.99. Do deputies have to submit DNA when hired? I don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe. Does anybody know that? If Native XD, yeah, call. No one else is calling. Why were the doors propped open? How does Savannah know that her mom was wearing no shoes and pajamas? Did they see video? Jesse Waters. Oh yeah, I made a video on it, Kim. If nobody calls in, I'm gonna force you to watch my video because you didn't watch it. So if nobody calls in, I'm forcing you to watch the video. We don't have to do call-ins. Annie didn't even ask her millionaire sister. She picked up her mom a surprise birthday trip. Surprise birthday trip. Hello, you are live on the air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
I'm such a bitch. I said I wasn't going to be the first one to call in.
Well, you're not a bitch, but you're the first one to call in.
I am calling the entire city of Tucson, Arizona, every veterinarian clinic out there, and I'm going to find out what happened to Nancy's dog.
Oh, you're on a
I
quest?
want to find out what happened to Nancy's dog. That's not HIPAA.
So you're on a quest to find out what happened to the dog.
I'm on a quest.
Okay, I back you up in that quest. Does anybody
And
have any info
how
on
in the
that?
hell no? How in the hell did Savannah know her mom had pajamas and no fucking shoes? Where's that video?
Amen. Amen. Where is it? Where
Is
is it?
Where's
Show the video.
Uber driver interview. Why aren't these being put out there?
Preach.
Listen, I'm yelling.
I know. You're acting you're outraged. No, really, I mean it is frustrating, right?
So fucking frustrating. I just when you think nothing else could get worse, we are floored by the next thing that happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I need to wait?
Cameron,
do I need to make
What's
you
up with Cameron?
Yeah, wait, let me give you some Hoda sound effects while you talk.
Go. 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 Oh my
You're
God.
wonderful. You're wonderful.
And I'm such a sensory snob. I cannot stand
Girl.
those noises.
It drives me up a wall. And the one that Nancy Grace kept playing, it was, you'd hear that. Like, what the? Hoda, why don't you just queef and everything else for us?
Was she trying to hold back laughing?
I don't know, but you're killing me. You're killing.
She smiled through the whole fucking interview.
She really did. I mean, she was She was gleeful.
He was.
Your laughter is contagious.
My heart really does hurt for Savannah. It does.
I know.
You can really tell she is.
I'm dabbing tears, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I just really, 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 really feel bad, but
girl, come on, they're kind of fake, though. Don't you think it was fake?
Well, I want to know what the fuck the family dynamics are. There's something going on. And if my brother called me sweetie, I'd backhand him.
Right. Very uncomfortable.
Sweetie, I think so. That's just an odd thing to do.
I got a theory. I got a theory about that whole thing. Okay? I've been down on Cameron for a day, and I can't shake it because I have a hard time getting down on Cameron, okay? However, do you think that maybe they suspected that Tommy was, a little money hungry and lazy, or not lazy. I don't want to say he's lazy, but, didn't make much money. They struggled. Maybe he had a gambling problem. Maybe he didn't. But do you think that maybe they had talked about, like, him taking advantage of funds in the past, and maybe he was thinking, oh, fuck, he's done something. Like, meaning it was Tommy. I'm going to start playing the Who. Tommy.
That's my grandson's name. Little Tom.
Tommy. No, but seriously,
I don't know if Cameron and Tommaso gets along.
No, I'm saying, like, if maybe Cameron thought that Tommaso was kind of like a leech. Like, he was just leeching on to Annie, waiting for that moment. And then when he heard that mom was missing, that he was like, this is kidnapping for ransom. I just can't think of any other reason why he'd be like, oh, little sis, this is kidnapping for ransom, and it's because you're so damn famous. And I sat there, I'm sorry to take over your call, but I sat there watching Nancy Grace tonight, right? And Nancy Grace is like, oh, I never thought of that it could be because of her fame. Nancy Grace is more famous than Savannah freaking Guthrie. So Nancy Grace has been around for longer than Savannah Guthrie. So why if Nancy Grace wouldn't think of it that way, then it's probably not what happened. I mean, I think this girl is on a bigger pedestal,
right?
Yeah.
That's they're wanting us to go with a narrative that she's so famous that somebody took her because of her. Man, this thing just really boggles my mind. And Sebastian left without no shoes. Where are these people's fucking shoes?
Well, because they're not leaving without no shoes. Like someone said yesterday, they said they get taken without their shoes. And I like that because people don't fucking leave without shoes. In a desert, if they don't like grass, if they're scared of ants, they don't leave without shoes.
Right.
Right? We got to be more commonsensical than that. We got to be smarter than that from here on out because they don't. And Nancy's a prime example of that with that terrain. There's no way. And now I see why they called off the thing, the search.
Yeah, exactly. They just called it off way too fast. No fucking searches, nothing.
That's what's effed up is they called off the search and rescue, which means they want to recover her alive, right? But my question is, once they stopped the search and rescue, did they do a recovery search and look for a body? You know what I mean? Because they knew she didn't wander too far. She could only go so far. But did they, in fact, look to see if someone had, not taken her far? That's what I want to know. Sorry, go ahead. What's your theory?
No. Since we now know that the back doors were open, I do believe, I didn't think at first that front door was involved, but I think maybe they did take her out the front.
You do?
Because who wants to carry her around the whole house?
They don't.
Unless they were parked in the garage driveway. I don't know. But where would that blood come from? Unless it was just maybe she was out gardening and scraped her hand or something. But
yeah,
I want the videos of Nancy in her pajamas.
I agree.
James. I friended James on Facebook. He won't accept my friends. I'm just going to have to message him, I think.
You might. Calling James Feathers.
I'm gonna find his phone number and call him. But I think CN's still trying to work on that.
Yeah, he is.
That dude cracks me the F up.
He is a trip. I want to say one thing though. I do not understand for the life of me this entire timeline if doors plural were propped open. I'm still on the track that something happened before Masked Man. And I can't remember what I watched, but it was someone on one of the shows, and it was either Nancy, Anton, Megan, or Ashley. And I don't know which one it was, but someone in the person on there was saying the exact same thing. Like, this man in the mask wanted to be seen. So they thought that was after, whatever had happened, that Masked Man was the final thing to get the thing off, the camera off, to then remove her out the front. But I don't understand the back doors being propped open unless it was just to throw people off.
Yeah. What did I hear? I was hearing so there was at least 2 or 3 people involved. There was the guy that went in the back, and they were saying hopefully she didn't see the Masked Man because his job was the front porch, getting that camera off of there, and then a driver. But there's so many people that just think one person was involved. I don't think just one person.
I don't either.
But I don't know.
I mean, it could be one person, but I think 2. I don't really think more than 2 because I think somebody would have come forward for that money.
That's what I was going to ask you. I'm like, that money, I mean, if nobody's coming forward to be a millionaire.
Right. If they just had a small part and they didn't actually, do anything, they had a small part like, oh, hey, I need you to go smash these cameras and, do this, that. They'd come forward. So I don't think it's a matter of that because I really do think they would have, unless they're scared, because I don't really trust going to a post office to pick up a reward from the FBI or from Savannah.
I know.
That sounds like a setup to me. I don't know how you would actually do that, you know?
No. Yeah, how can you anonymously collect $1 million and
Right.
some dollars? You know?
Right. No.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That's I feel like that's a huge setup. But somebody might be dumb enough and desperate enough, if they were desperate enough to get involved in this, and if it was a paid thing, they may need the money and may be desperate enough to do it. Maybe that's what they were hoping for. I don't know. I think that it's simpler than we think or know. And
where is Kalila?
I want to know, these are my questions. We have Savannah saying that her mother was in extreme pain. We have, from their own words, Tommaso dropped her off. That woman did not sprint in that house. He didn't get out, open the door. He didn't take her in to make sure that the house was safe. Lights were on so she didn't trip over anything. I mean, people like her with a cane, they're a fall risk. You know, you've got throw rugs.
Yeah.
If the lights aren't left on, if she didn't expect to be gone that long, past dark, you know, I mean, I don't know what this situation was, but that bothers me. Someone who can't walk far was just dropped off and took an Uber. So was the blood from, but when she took the Uber then, because maybe she, you know, scratched her arm on something when she was walking out the front door, and that's where that blood came from, and she hopped in the Uber. God forbid if the Uber driver had her blood in his car or her car from Nancy.
Right.
Oh my goodness, how scary that must have been if that happened.
So why would you think they would withhold that if it's true, which, God, I can't believe anything that from this case.
Mm-hmm.
If it's true, why can't they release that Uber driver's interview? That's not going to hinder their investigation or finding the perp.
They just don't. Just like with Idaho 4, right? We had an Uber driver or Uber Eats or DoorDash.
Yes.
And we didn't know who she was because she was going to testify.
Molly.
Mm-hmm. I think they try to keep, especially if it's, you know, we never know. Like maybe Nancy made small talk with the Uber driver. Let's say Nancy was going over there to confront somebody about something, and she kind of told the Uber driver, "Oh, I'm a bit nervous. You know, I'm doing this something I've never done before. You know, who knows?" And they have it all on dash cam. So I think they need to keep some things that they're not, that the perp doesn't know that they have. Right?
That's right. It's just making me sad because I feel like each day now, after 50 or whenever everybody started going home, it's just like each day we find less and less and less. You know, I just feel sad because I feel like it's just going away.
I feel like that too.
And I don't want it to go away.
Yeah.
I want something to happen. I want something to come out of this case.
And maybe we should be a little bit grateful to Savannah for doing this interview because it did really ignite the case. You know, more people started talking about it again, analyzing it, putting it, in the forefront.
Yeah, thank God CN was out there today. I just think
it's dwindling.
There, at least it is dwindling, and it makes my heart sad. It does make me sad. But anyway, I'll let somebody else.
All right.
call in.
I appreciate you calling.
All right. See you, girl. Bye.
Okay. Bye. All right. 727-755-6001. Thank you for calling in. I love hearing your guys' thoughts. Call in and let me know what you think. Hey, Flannel. Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hello, Jay. This is Army Mom. How are you?
Hello, Army Mom.
Hello,
It's been a minute. I'm doing well.
It has. I want to talk about Cameron.
Okay.
So that's the brother, correct? Is Cameron?
Yes.
I just felt kind of weird today when they said that he knew she'd been kidnapped and it was a ransom. When Savannah said that.
Mm-hmm.
He's always kind of stayed back and looked quiet and just had this look on his face. What do you think about Cameron, Jay?
I don't know what to think about Cameron. He's very expressionless. But that threw me off when he said that. Like, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. I find it odd.
Me too.
But then I heard someone on
too.
TV
Very
say
odd.
tonight, oh, well, they don't, normal people don't know what it's like to be like celebrity status. I'm just not buying that. I'm not.
No, me either. No.
So what do you think
I'm
of
not
him?
either. I'm just like, he's kind of weird, standoffish, just kind of nonchalant. When Savannah, they were all three there together, he just looked like the one that didn't belong, if that makes any sense at all.
Hmm.
He just looked like he didn't belong. And the blood, too, that's out there on the I'm just wondering, because if somebody kidnapped her, I'm sure they probably put something over her mouth, maybe put zip ties on her, or handcut something on her arms. And it's with her health problems and her skin, I'm sure, would tear very easily. I wonder if it was like skin tears. And maybe, did she get out the front door and they got her and brought her back in and took her out another way? Maybe she was trying to escape. I don't know.
So do you just think Cameron's just an odd, like a little bit odd, nothing to do with this? Or do you think that he
I think
does
he
know?
could have something to do with it, Jay. I do. I think he could have something to do with it.
You don't think he's just
I
going
think
by like
everybody's
his...
pointing in the wrong direction.
Really? What would be his motive?
I think that...
What would be Cam's motive?
That I really don't know. I'd have to know more about him and his relationship with his mother. And
Yeah, we don't
is
know
he
anything.
jealous of Savannah?
Yeah, we don't know anything. We have no idea
Yeah.
what Cameron went through when his dad died. He was, a teenager. He was older than the girls.
Yeah.
What was their, did he take over as the
And-
man of the house, or did he kind of graduate and just move on and Nancy stayed the mom and the dad? You know what I mean? I don't know. Their
Yeah,
dynamics
and
are
I'm-
interesting.
And is he jealous of Savannah and her success and what she's going through? Did he want to hurt her in some kind of way? Did he feel bad for his mother in the shape she was in, or does he need money? And why did they not pay that ransom if they thought it was so sincere? Why did they not just pay the money? I don't understand that either.
I don't either. But didn't they say early on that Nanos had said that they shouldn't? Remember, we heard like after the fact,
Yeah.
that they were like, oh,
Yes.
Savannah wanted to pay it, and then he recommended they don't. And then I heard Maureen, our favorite Maureen O'Connell, she said that if Savannah would have paid and it wasn't real, then it would have really brought out the crazies. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you win in a situation like that, especially with AI and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd really love to know more of their
Nanos
dynamics.
is a different story. I think Nanos is still doing police work and being the sheriff. I think he has a lot to do with things on the border. I think he's a gambler. I think he has debt to pay. I think he helps out with maybe the cartel or something. He's got money from somewhere. Something's going on with that man. I just can't put my finger on it, but he's very crooked. You can see that.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
he's just he doesn't even know what direction to go. He's just so fumbled. I think he knows more than he's letting on, than he's let anybody else let on. So
He's got his own closet of skeletons, I think, that are all kind of coming out at the same
Yeah.
What a mess. But I mean, at the very least, I guess Nancy's case kind of brought out like his fraud,
Yeah.
whatever you'd call it, his fraudulent ways. What a mess. Poor Nancy. Lost in the mix.
But right now, I'm just kind of looking at Cameron a little bit. We need to know more about Cameron somehow.
Yeah. Well, are you on X at all?
Yes, I have an X account, yes.
Okay, someone, and I can't remember who it was today. I think it might have been Chillinois. Do you follow Chillinois?
I don't know.
Okay, she put out, I think she did like a people search on Cameron. And you know how like when you do a people search, it gives you like associated emails?
Yeah.
Well, one of his associated emails was like tightbecca@hotmail.com. And then there was another one that sounded a little iffy. And I was like, Oh. I mean, those aren't always 100% correct either. But that was a rabbit hole for sure about Cameron. Because there's not much about him. There really isn't.
No, and they need to dig a little more into him.
Kathy Shields says, leave him alone. This is ridiculous. Some people don't think he did anything, but a lot of people are like, I don't know.
He may not have. He may not have, but what Savannah said just struck a nerve. I mean, how do you just instantly know, oh my gosh, Savannah, she's been kidnapped. It's a ransom. Where did that come from? He said as soon as she talked to him, as the first words out of his mouth, that's just... I
think the whole thing's weird. I think it's weird that...
It is.
Okay.
I've never heard of it that's going on with this case.
I don't think that Annie should have called Savannah before calling 911 because, obviously for obvious reasons, they saw blood or whatever. They called 911. They couldn't find their mom. However, there was a point after they hung up with 911 that they waited for the officers to get there. Okay. And it was like 12 minutes. My question for Annie and Tommaso is, what were you doing for 12 minutes? Because you didn't call Savannah until they were already there, because Savannah said, call 911. And Annie said, they're here. We already did. So why didn't you call Savannah after you hung up with 911? What did you do for 12 minutes? I think that's a valid question.
Do you think it could be them and Cameron may have had a hand in?
I don't know. I don't know. And we first heard that Nano said they got the call at 11, came over, and then they called 911 at like noon. But then we heard, they didn't get there until 11:54 or whatever. It changed. So I don't know. I don't like that. That whole morning bothers me. And then Savannah said, oh yeah, Annie said her and Tommy called all the hospitals, but I went and called all the hospitals. Why would you do that? You're in New York, dude. You got to get on a plane and get your ass to Arizona. Like, I don't know. Did she not trust that they did it?
Did Cameron kind of slide in there later too? He didn't come right away, did he? It was a little bit later.
Okay, well, that was the thing. That was the other thing that confused me. I thought he slid in later too. But then we heard when Savannah got there, Hoda asked her, when you walked into your sister's house and you saw Cam and Annie, what did you feel like? And I thought, well, Cam was already fucking there.
I thought he'd come later.
Like
really
days
confused.
later. We were led to believe days later that he flew in. That's what I remember.
Yes, because they were talking about him as coming into the airport and all this other stuff.
Yes. Like, I'm not being gaslit here. Like, that really happened.
No, every day it did. I agree wholeheartedly. Yes, that happened. I remember that.
But then
because I thought to myself, why did he wait so long to get there?
That's what I thought too. Yeah, and then everybody was like, he's got a family, he's got a wife and family, he lives in Vermont. So I understood that maybe he thought, if she doesn't, they don't find her, I'll come out there. But
this was like, it was like, I don't know, Jay, what do you remember? Maybe a week later? That's what I'm kind of thinking. Or maybe a little longer. I can't remember.
I think it was days.
Yes.
It felt like a long time. But I think it was like the end of that first week that we heard that Cameron was there, because they made that video together. And then he did the standalone, and that was in the first week. But he wasn't there initially. Let me look up the date.
No, he was not.
Let me look up the date of that first video with them. Go ahead and keep talking.
Okay. No, that really confused. But this case right here has me just, one day I think it's this one, and the next day I think, it was just somebody random. This is the most important thing.
Yeah, I want to know what order he was called in too.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually retired, but I think he's active like reserve or something. I don't know a whole lot about that, but
Didn't he work like on airplanes or something? Did he have anything to do with airplanes?
He's a
or am I
fighter. He's a
thinking-
fighter pilot. He
There
flew
you go,
the
yeah.
he flew the B-12 bomber or whatever. It looks like the first video. Hold on. I opened the wrong one. Yeah, it's just a discussion, guys. It was 3 days after Nancy's disappearance, so it was a couple days, I guess. It
Okay.
seemed like forever, probably because we were watching
did.
24/7. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people say, oh, he's military, he's smart. But, you know, military and smart people can do things too. I mean, we just don't know what anybody knows or did. And I am not blaming anyone. We're just talking.
Me either.
We got to
Me
talk
either.
it through.
Yeah, I'm just discussing it.
You know, because, like,
Yes.
some people think Savannah might have done it. I mean, for real, they do.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And a lot of people, you know, really gaslit her for going back home. But she has children. She has a family too. And she seems the most sincere to me. But
She does.
I'm wondering if she's not throwing out clues that maybe we should know that she can't just come out and say. I don't know. No, I don't think she had a thing in the world to do with it. No. You could tell how much she loved her mom.
I mean, yeah, I think she did too. I really do. I think she was like mama's girl. But man, stranger
yeah.
things have happened. I don't know. This is a wild thing. I've
I don't
never,
either.
just with celebrity and like the TV shows and that, it's just wild.
It is wild. And I hate she blames herself so much. That just broke my heart when she was blaming herself.
You know,
Mm.
I almost kind of feel like she's smarter than that. Like is she saying that because she really does blame herself, or is she saying that because she knows more than we do? Like to make someone else think, oh my God, I can't let her do this. I can't let her blame herself like her sister.
Oh, Jay, I hadn't thought of it that way, yes.
You know,
That's
like,
real thinking.
yeah, like her sister, you know, oh, my sister's brilliant. And she's saying all these good things. And, you know, is it me? And I'm so sorry if it's me. And maybe tugging at a heartstring. Like, I can't let my little sister
me.
think that this is because of her. I don't know.
Oh, could be, Jay.
Nothing makes
Well,
sense.
maybe we'll get answers soon. That does make a lot of sense.
I mean, nothing really makes sense. It's like you're trying to make sense out of the nonsensical. But I appreciate you
I was
calling
wanting
in.
to find poor Nancy.
What's
I
that?
appreciate talking to you, Jay.
Yeah, I like talking to you
I
too.
said I hope they find answers soon.
Oh, me
They need
too.
answers. We need answers. Yes. Well, you have a good rest of your night, Jay.
Yeah,
and I'll
you
be
too.
looking forward to watching the Dateline.
Yeah,
All righty.
enjoy it. Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Army Mom, always a pleasure to talk to you. We have time to squeeze in some more calls. 727-755-6001. Here we go. Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Jay, girl, it's Grits and Grace. How are you?
Grits. What's up?
Were you about to do something? I can hold on.
No.
You're about to show something.
I was about to
Okay,
answer your
ma'am,
call.
Ma'am,
What's up?
ma'am,
What?
we need to talk because this, okay, let me preface this, first of all, with a little disclaimer. So this is all hypothetically, allegedly, in my opinion, all the leads, all the things that I need to say.
Okay.
Because
All the
let's
leads.
be honest. Let's be honest. Ma'am, this is not making any type of sense, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're not dumb. I know each one of us have our own brains. We have our own experiences that shape our opinions, all the good things, all the great things, right? But we are not dumb individuals. Everything that has been presented to us so far is not making sense. The whole Nanos, Pima County Sheriff's Department, how the family is acting, what the information that's been put out, how the neighborhood and community is acting, how mainstream media is acting, all of it, it just does not make any type of sense.
Agree.
This interview that Savannah did yesterday did nothing but, honey, give me more questions than it did answers. I know, going back to your point just then, I was listening real intent, because you just made a great point. Savannah is not dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about this today. Journalists, what do? They use social media, right? Don't you, Jay? You're on all the social media. You're on X looking for information. People are tagging you in different things. You're on Instagram, just all the platforms, right? Don't you think they are too?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think they are on YouTube and watching these videos? Matter of fact, they could be writing this chat right now. We never know.
Right.
They see all this. So I say all that to say Savannah is not a dumb person. I think that what she said, her words were chosen very carefully yesterday. She gave a lot of, she answered questions, but she didn't. And don't even get me started on Honda over there, because she won't ask you nothing.
No follow-up.
No, ma'am. But girl, ask her, like, oh, what's going on? How are Annie and Tommaso-Cioni? Like, what is going on? Are they okay? Are they scared? Like, how's Elmo or Omo? Lord have mercy, poor little fella. How not to bring children in this, but how are they doing? Like, you need to ask questions like, oh, what was your mother wearing? Like, or do you want to say anything? Like, I know we can't get in her shoes and all that and say what we would say if we have mom. We all have moms. But if that was my chance to be on national TV, NBC, that's a whole other thing in itself. But if I had a chance to be on the TV, I'd look dead in that camera. Whoever you are, you bring my mother home or you give me some answers. I promise you, I will not go back on that good morning, wake up today or whoever. I will not go back up there until I have answers. I will spend every dollar in my account. I will do everything I can to bring justice to my mother, whether she is alive or with her Lord in heaven. I will do everything I can. But no, what do we have up here? I understand that. I understand that, but I say all that to say, Jay, I'm not trying to take up too much of your time.
No, you're great. You're great. Keep going.
Well, I could sit here all day and go through all this. I've been, the past 2 months have just been surreal. Anyways, going back and just listen over her interview, listen to all the things. First of all, going back, Annie and Tomato. Jay.
Yes.
Now we have the introduction of Cameron, just like the caller before me just said. And I know there's some folks in chat who are like, don't bring Cameron into this, don't do this. But as I was listening to the interview room last night, a light bulb just clicked.
Mm-hmm.
From what we're getting from Savannah, from what she just gave us, she was telling us, oh, Annie called me. She said they already called the hospitals and they did this. And I talked to Cameron and he said, well, yeah, sugar, sweetie, it might be because no, hold on. And then she said when she arrived, Cameron was already there. Jay, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not about to get down a whole rabbit hole, but this is just what I'm thinking. It could be one of two things.
Tell me.
Annie and Tomato were her caregivers. Yes, but they have a life that they are trying to live, and that is not taking care of Mrs. Nancy Guthrie. There's been rumors of, homeboy, what's his name? Tomato is in the band. There's rumors that he's wanting to move to California. I don't have specific receipts on that. That's just rumors. I've been watching every type of stream except for them AI.
I've heard that too. I've heard that too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've heard rumors of Amy just has big aspiring dreams and all this good stuff. Mm-hmm. We can't do that if we got a weight holding us down, right? So either they set something up to get this, and I think Kalea, our friend over there, Derek, I think that he is involved in this. Tomato probably got him to, because please, why do we have, first of all, why are we even having to address Derek? Why is there a call and a 9-second call and a text how much we got the Bitcoin, we're waiting on our end?
Yeah.
Why is that even a thing in the first place? We're sitting at home just thinking about stuff. Oh, let me go find a number and say, no, because it's related. Don't do that. We're not dumb, okay? Don't do that. Don't play with us. Okay, so first you got that. And then Can we talk about Tomato apparently leaving to go to the Olympics while all this is happening?
I don't know if that's true or
you
not.
gotta high jump your ass back over here. I know man of mine is going to leave me while I'm trying to find out where my mother. I'm scared. What if they're trying to find me? I need somebody to protect me. And your ass is over there watching the skit. No, sir.
In Italy?
Strike two. In Italy. You lost your mind.
I don't think he went, though.
From Italy, you can go anytime you want to, sir. Bye. Strike two.
Great.
Then you got the Sanderson sister, the fourth Sanderson sister over there. Apparently, if she is Wiccan, I know a little bit about it, but I'm not going to speak too much because I don't want to speak things that I don't know about. But how we have this correlation with February 1st as a holiday. I think you went over that. Somebody brought that over in chat one day, and you pulled it up and looked into it. The prop doors, just the timeline Savannah has given us now, as opposed to what they said. I think Annie and Tomato know Nanos. I think Girl, the whole call to Mark Kelly, Jay, it's just so much. My mind is all over the place. Like I
We
got
need
the
to
little
sit
pin board. I got an expo board. I write this stuff at work. I'm telling you, in my kitchen, I have these huge coolers and freezers, and I write out my menus and all this stuff for my team and everything to do. One cooler is reserved for the case. It is straight Nancy Guthrie. I'm not even kidding.
Girl,
it is ridiculous.
I need a pic of your freezer.
Girl, I will send it to you. You're in the box. But not to take up too much of your time, I just wanted to say that we're not dumb, and we see what's going down. I don't know everything behind it, but there is no other question. And if we get down the road and it is some crazy cartel something, but no, there's too many there's just too many unanswered questions, and there's too many things that only her inside circle, only that family would know. Her 10 a.m. med's still sitting there. Please, miss me with that timeline, taken in the middle of the night. Oh, can we talk about the blood spatter?
Yeah.
And how now the blood is only just at the outside in the sidewalk, but now it's also at the foyer entrance and nowhere else?
Right.
No, please. There's just too much. But, well, yeah. I'm not going to hold up. I'm ready for this Dateline thing, but I can talk one day once I'm not all riled up.
Yes, let's talk again.
Really,
I love all your points, because everything you hit on is something I'd like to go deeper and talk about. So let's do it. Send me an email.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Maybe we could fire up like a stream. We could fire up one of those StreamYards where people could come up on panel. And we could talk.
Yeah, like a investigation. That would be so cool. Yeah, that would be so cool.
It would be.
I just, like I said, that interview just brought out.
You would be an asset
for me, and I appreciate that. That interview she did just like I said, just raised too many red flags for me. I'm flying all the flags tonight, but I just want to say thank you
all,
for
girl.
being here and being a space for us. And don't let what the folks say about YouTubers and all that good stuff. There is a niche, there is a place, there's a cubby hole, there's a lid for every trash can. There is a place out there for everyone, and you're doing what we need to be here for. This is what I need. This is what I need. This is what we all need. We're just normal viewers. We're not in the community. We're not in her family. But we see things, and thank you for giving us a place.
Aw, thank you. Well, thank you for calling in. Your opinion is valued. All right. Let's hit the liquor store, and then let's go to Nancy's.
Hey, love you, baby, over the line, please.
All right. Bye, Grits. Enjoy the Dateline. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Zach, can you take me over to the liquor store and then take me to the Nazis?
Awesome call, Grits. Would love to talk more. It'd be great. 727. Ooh, we got one more. Let's do this, and then we'll... Ooh. Sorry, 239. I'll have to take you next. Hello. You are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Lisa. My name is Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm enjoying the show, by the way.
Yay.
I just wanted to tap in. I feel like with Savannah, I'm not going to be hard on her or say how she should react, because how we all respond to grief is different. So some people are going to yell, scream, kick, and fight, and some other people are not yelling, screaming, kicking, and fighting when it comes to things like this. And
True.
I think that's just her personality, which seems kind of very subdued. And I'm only based on what the other caller said. But I think that interview had me so shook because there were so many pieces. Like, we didn't, like, we kept saying things are not adding up. This is not making sense. Why are they at that conclusion? Why is this? And then when she said those things about the doors being propped open in the back, it solidified some things and kind of made some things make a little bit more sense. But I definitely believe it was more than one person, maybe two people, but I definitely don't think it was a one-man person job at all. I kind of lean on what a lot of us kind of speculate or our opinions. A family could be related in this, not Savannah though, but I definitely still feel that Thomasino and, and now that Cameron, I found out this piece, I'm with the caller on, that kind of had me like, well, why was that his response? Why did he tell her, yeah, it's your fault, because of who you are,
Yeah.
Savannah. It's
That's pretty
your
cruel,
fault.
man.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's harsh.
That was very cruel. Yeah, and it's almost like how you put the blame on somebody else to make them kind of see or make them believe it's all about them and it's not really them, and now they can't really see that it can even be you.
Mm-hmm. Gaslighting. Yeah, like gaslighting her.
Gaslighting, that's it. Gaslighting. I felt like that was very gaslighting. And then to see her lean into that and go, yeah, I knew it. It's my fault. And then what's her name? So you think it's your fault? And it's like she caught herself, and then she was like, well, no, but
I hope
that's
not.
what I thought at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right. So I don't know. But I definitely feel like, I don't know why I feel like Nanos may have some kind of relationship with Tomasino or somebody. I feel like he possibly could be part of the cover-up, and people are not saying that out loud, but I do. That's how I felt, because I feel like he intentionally just messed up this investigation in so many ways. I just feel that way.
Oh,
That's
I
my
agree.
opinion, not the opinion of the caller. Of the show.
Right,
but
right.
I feel I wouldn't be shocked if some stuff come out and we find out he got a payout or something like this, but I do feel it's money motivated. I definitely feel like somebody was trying to get money. And I don't know why, but from day 1, 2, 3, I've been saying family. So I'm still stuck on family.
Okay, so if
But
we break that down from what you just said, if you take the family members, the immediate, only one or two that we know of need or would need the money. Yeah, like Cameron's fine. Savannah's more than fine. Yeah.
So I put Annie and her husband. And if Annie, is it possible Annie could not know her husband got together with a couple of men and plotted this whole thing? That's plausible, right? That is. But I think it's from that household. That's where I'm still sticking to. Even though the sheriff said they're cleared, you got to show me more why they cleared. You got to show me more. It doesn't make sense that they did not call Savannah right away. Why? If you walked in that house and I don't care who it is, mama gone, blood on the floor, doors wide open, you calling immediately family. And then the police, right?
Well, I mean, even if she called 911, right? If Annie called 911, after she hung up, there was 12 minutes before the deputies arrived. Correct. So what did she do, and her and Tommy do in those 12 minutes? Correct. You wouldn't call Savannah and say, "Mom, I just called the police. Mom's missing."
Yeah. So I don't know if they were staging. I don't know if people were moving and putting things in a certain place, but definitely there's an issue.
Yeah, definitely. Doesn't seem right.
Yeah. But that was my 2 cents.
Thank you.
I love that she did her interview, though, because that gave us a little bit more insight of things we didn't know.
Yeah.
The pajamas and all that
The
stuff.
pajamas, the bare feet. So what do you think of that?
Do you think that there's cameras?
That's what I was just going to ask you.
They have more.
I was just going to ask you that.
I feel like they saw stuff we didn't see.
Me too.
I feel like there's some videos that show her being possibly carried out. We're not going to see Tomasino. Everybody know he wasn't on the scene, but that doesn't mean he wasn't a part. He had people who did it, but I believe they saw those people. They saw whoever was carrying. They saw everything. I believe it's on video. You cannot tell me you guys got the video of the one clip you cut for us, because you cut that for us. That one clip you cut for us, you have other clipping as well, and I believe they saw that. That's the only way they knew what she was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way you would have known she did not have on any shoes. How do you know she had on no shoes?
My mom didn't have my mom only wore a couple pairs of shoes, but I can't say for certain if I went to her house if I would be able to identify if she was shoeless. You know what I mean? Because she had more than the regular shoes. She could have been wearing anything. So I could never definitively say, yeah, she was barefoot. How do you know she didn't have socks on? Even if her shoes are,
they confident.
Video. I'm with you on the video.
Yeah, she said they're too confident. So I'm waiting to see when that portion is going to come out, but I definitely believe there's video and they saw stuff that we didn't see. And to be honest, if I saw my mom be covering, I probably would just be still crying right now if I had seen my mom in her pajamas and some men carrying her over his shoulder or whatever the case may be out, whatever. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.
All right, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you over in the Dateline.
See you.
Okay. Bye. Thank you. All right. Thanks, guys. Man, we should have started earlier so we could take more calls, but we've got Dateline starting here in momentarily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream. Gosh, that went by fast. I know, Penny. We have the best callers, the best viewers, the best listeners. You guys, I'm going to end this stream and go start up the Kick stream. I'll see you guys over there. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to, comment in the community post on YouTube. And we'll try to help you out the best we can. But it's very self-explanatory. But it is 8:59. I'm going to talk to you guys over there. Bye, guys. See you in a few.